Okay, so I've been playing with the new Siri AI, and again, we need to talk. Well, I can safely say I've never filmed here before. So to my right, we have the Apple Park Visitor Centre. This is where the famous official store is, where you can buy special merch and stuff. I've got myself a t-shirt, a pen, a water bottle, and what else? A mug, obviously. Over there is Apple Park, which you can't see from here. And I just thought, why not do the thing that lots of YouTubers do during WWDC, or Dub as I should call it now, and stand here on this tree-lined path, which is beautiful. The sun's out and I've got lots going around in my head. This will be a relatively quick video because I want to talk about Siri AI. And the reason it's going to be a quick video is because it's only been 2 days since the keynote. So we've seen the keynote. I've had a bunch of briefings. So I've seen Siri AI being demonstrated by Apple, and I've had hands-on with it since this morning. So for the last hour, basically. Now, I do have to reiterate that what I'm showing you today is beta. It's the beta version of Siri AI. It's not available to the public at the time of filming this video, and it can change. All those normal caveats. Filming outside is always fun when there's massive trucks driving past. All those normal caveats. This is beta, so take everything with a pinch of salt. It's definitely worth recapping how we got here. So 2 years ago is when Apple first introduced Apple Intelligence at WWDC 2024. And back then it was a case of saying, here's this massive AI platform we've been working on. It's going to come to all of your devices, your iPhone, your Mac, your iPad. There's going to be a new Siri, a very, very clever Siri that's aware of all the stuff that's going on your devices and in your email and your messages, etc. And all of these creative and productivity focused things are coming to Apple devices. Now, the latter happened. We have had that stuff. That's over the course of the last 2 years, we've had what is now the regular kind of AI features built into iPhones and the Mac and the iPad. What we haven't had is that very smart Siri until now.
If you've ever had a thought that was fully formed in your head but you didn't have time to write it down, this is what you've been waiting for. It's Speak On, a physical button that clips magnetically to the back of your iPhone. In practice, that means that instead of stopping what you're doing to get your phone out and type, you just press this button, say what you want, and fully formed text appears directly inside whatever app you're using. Because it has its own independent microphone and its own power supply, it doesn't touch your phone's battery at all. I've been using it all day today and my phone's still at 80%. And if you're somewhere with no signal, it keeps recording and syncs everything automatically once you're back online. But the AI side of it is where Speak On really comes into its own. There's a feature called Attune where you can pick your desired tone, including casual, cordial, and formal. And every time you speak, the output matches that style. So that same thought or idea comes out sounding professional for email use, or more relaxed if you're using it for a casual chat. It even does real-time translation. So if you're communicating across languages, you can speak in one and output in another without skipping a beat. Setup is basically instant. You just clip it to your phone via MagSafe, download the app, and you're done. The best news, you can get it today with $10 off using code Mark Ellis. Check it out in the link below.
Okay, so this is my iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's got the developer beta of iOS 27 installed on it, and just to prove I have access to Siri AI, if I hold down the power button, you can see the brand new Siri animation. So I've got 6 tests for this. I installed this about an hour ago, so it's very fresh. What was that quote I got from a car specialist, a Land Rover specialist? They quoted me for something. I can't remember what it was that I asked for, and I can't remember what the price was. Okay, it's thinking. That was a very clumsy search, a very natural language search. I've not told it to go anywhere. It's just, okay. You received a quote from regarding a fuel smell issue on your vehicle. The initial diagnosis charge was quoted as £234, but it's found that's an email in my inbox. The email was from January 2025. That's over a year ago, and it kind of details what the email was about. Let's try something else. What was that thing that my dad asked for a little while ago? It was an iPad something, but I can't remember what it was. I wouldn't know where to start with that. If someone asked me that, it's working, developer beta, remember? Your dad sent a message asking about the delivery time for an iPad holder. He did. He mentioned that it clamps onto a mic stand and projects over a keyboard, and he also asked for it to have a swivel. It's very demanding, my dad, but it's picked out the message. And then it said you replied, letting him know that the seller had cancelled the stand for some reason, which that is what happened. So it's found that text message based on that very rough request that I gave it. Again, that is what Apple was promising a couple of years ago. That's impressive. And it was very quick as well. Let's try something else. Which websites do I visit the most often? Thinking... This is embarrassing. Based on your Safari history, you visit Mark Ellis reviews most frequently. And then it gives me a few others that I visit quite a lot. WWDC26, Apple's Agentic Leap. Oh, that's one of my articles. Okay, let's move on to the next demonstration. Find that Apple Store receipt from the other day. It was for a water bottle, and add it to my reminders to remind me to add it to my expenses claim. There's 2 requests there. Find the receipt and then create a reminder. I found your receipt for the Apple Park Visitor Center for the Apple logo water bottle. $43.90. It's actually $40. But anyway, I did get one of those. I got one of those water bottles, which was fantastic. Anyway, it's found that. And if I scroll down, or if I come down on here, it has added to my home list in reminders a reminder to add that to my expenses claim. What was my other test? This is impressive. Show me all the photos of my dog. I take a lot of photos of my dog. This is probably one of the easiest, to be fair. There she is. There's Nala, and there's me. It has found a 13-minute video of me. Weird. Not weird, I'm a content creator. And a video of my son and my dog, to be fair. Ooh, Cybertruck. So many Cybertrucks around here. How does it know that Nala, that is Nala, my dog, how does it know only to pick out photos of Nala? I've never told my phone that Nala is my dog. Is it basing that on location, where the photos have been taken, or just the sheer number of photos of a fox red Labrador in my camera roll? I don't know. That's impressive. I will try one more. I can't share this one with you in case it works because you'll see why. What's my passport number? Now I've got that held very securely in a password manager, but I know it's in a couple of photos as well. In particular, it's in a photo of my passport somewhere. Will it find it? It's thinking about this. This is taking a little bit longer. It's doing stuff, it's animating. This might be where the beta side of things is showing itself. Still thinking. The weather here, guys, while we're waiting for this to do its thing. Beautiful. Everyone's filming as well. Everyone's doing their content. So, which means you don't feel quite as much of a weirdo doing it yourself. Have I crashed it? It's just sitting like that. Let's try again. What's my passport number? Something's gone wrong. The perils of demonstrating beta software. Let's try again. What's my passport number? Searching for passport. Going over results. It's found it. Your passport number that's correct. It's found it from that photo of my passport. It's also found, I won't show you this because it's all personal stuff, but it's found visa applications. It's found a note that contains it as well. I need to get better at hiding my passport details, but again, it stopped, it crashed a couple of times, but this is a beta release. We have to forgive it that. That's impressive. That's really impressive. And I should reiterate that I did have demonstrations from Apple in Apple Park over there yesterday of all this stuff. And it was, again, it worked fantastically, but that's their demos. You never know how it can be beneficial for yourself and how well it works on your data until you get it in your own hands. And that's exactly what I've just done. None of that was fabricated. That was all completely off the cuff. It's only been on this phone for about an hour. So what I can't work out is how it can search through my messages and my emails so quickly. That's really impressive. Should note that it only works at the moment on first party, as in Apple apps. So most of my email, most of my work email is in Outlook, and I use Fantastical for my calendars, and I don't tend to use messages, I tend to use WhatsApp. So if you're like me, then these features, it won't always surface stuff for you, but if you have things in mail and in messages and in calendar, it's going to work. Now, Siri AI is coming to the US and it's coming to the UK and some other regions later this year in beta. It's not coming to the EU yet. Apple is working on that. that's for them to sort out. But the very first impressions I've had of this, both in the demos that I've had there, but more importantly, standing here doing a live demo, which, trust me, isn't easy, particularly when you have people walking around staring at you. That was a real test for it, and it's past that, I think. I need to really get my teeth into this over the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you don't want to miss my full thoughts about iOS 27 and macOS 27, macOS Golden Gate as it is, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, guys, get involved down below. Was that impressive? Can you think of any other things I could test with it? Let's do that. Get involved down there and give me some examples, some suggestions of Siri AI questions. What can I ask this thing? Right, time to buy some more merch. See you later.